Sinks in there for Marte. Betts over to dig it out. Marte headed to second. He's going to try for three. Mookie's throw right on the money. Oh, Mookie.
When I grow up, I want to be Mookie Betts. Do you guys remember how Derek Jeter had that one play and it was known as the Jeter for the rest of forever? I think that this single play, any ball that is hit down the right field line and then a right fielder throws out a guy at third, this has to be known as the Mookie because he's done it twice. First with the Red Sox, you guys remember, this was either last year or the year before, and now with the LA Dodgers, I mean, he owns this play. It's his. It's the Mookie. But what's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We have so much to talk about today. This one is going to be one of the most fiery episodes I've ever made because we will be ranting today as well as recapping all the games. The Padres had a wild finish to their game. The Giants and the Tigers are playing good baseball. Never thought I would say that. And then also Brian Goodwin versus the entire Astro squad. A bunch of crazy games to talk about. So without further ado, let's do it. Let's start talking baseball. All right, guys. Well, this is fun. We have some breaking news coming out of Milwaukee, so keep this in mind as you watch the rest of the video. Lorenzo Cain is deciding to opt out for the rest of the 2020 season. Just great. Fantastic. Robert Manfred, yes, the Robbie Manfred, my man Bobby, the commissioner of Major League Baseball, came out and threatened Tony Clark, who runs the Players Association. He said, if Tony Clark and the players do not tighten things up, he is threatening to cancel the entire 2020 season. This hit me like a ton of bricks because this is my job. Yes, I post MLB The Show, but I love talking baseball and updating you guys every single day. And the fact that players are at fault, as well as Robert Manfred, we'll talk about that in just a second. And the season might get canceled because of a few bad apples. And I mean it when I say bad apples because the Marlins, I'll put up a tweet right now. Again, I don't know if this is 100% confirmed, but the rumor is that they went to a club in Atlanta leading up into the season. And then also breaking news, the Cardinals now have 3 players testing positive. And from John Heyman, it looks like they went to a casino. Those are the players that need to get suspended. They need to get fined. If you are caught breaking protocol, you need to go to an island by yourself for a week and think about what you've done. Or when you come back from that island, you have to wear a towel sticker on your forehead for the foreseeable future so we can track exactly where you're going. I know I'm getting a little bit animated, guys, but I just don't want baseball to be ripped away. We were the first sport back. I do not want to be the first sport to go away. Now, Aaron Judge, he came out, he had a quote saying that if the season was canceled, it would be tough. I agree. It's definitely going to be tough, but this is also the league's fault as well. So Robert Manfred can't just come out and say, hey, look, players and Tony Clark, you need to do a better job. Robert Manfred left it up to the Marlins and their players to say, okay, we can play, and they had over 17 positive tests. So the Marlins definitely don't know what they're doing. That's it. I'm done talking about that. The players need to do better. I know the Cubs are bringing their own bed sheets to hotels, so I applaud them for that. But if you're going to casinos, if you're going to clubs, I don't care. Suspension, 20% reduction in salary, do it all. We got to save the season. I'm Fuzzy, and I approve this message. Hashtag Fuzzy for Commissioner. The best rivalry in all of sports, without a doubt, is the Yankees versus the Red Sox. Except when Ryan Weber is starting a game for the Yankees, then it gets a little bit weird, and he had no chance against the Bronx Bombers. Even Brett Gardner, who had a golden sombrero a couple days ago, if you guys don't know what that means, that's 4 strikeouts in a single game. I mean, they couldn't get past Aaron Judge or Jordan Montgomery, who threw a really good game. He had 5 1/3 innings with only 1 run ball against the Red Sox. I mean, just can't beat them when you have Ryan Weber on the bump. Now, one more quick story about the Yankees is the fact that their star pitcher, Tommy Kahnle, is going to be out with Tommy John. He had a 3.33 FIP back in 2019. So if you don't know what FIP is, that is fielding independent of pitching. So anything below 3.5 is great. So that 3.3, you can tell that Tommy Kahnle, he was going to be a special pitcher. I mean, he's had seasons below 2. He's electric. So the fact that he's going to be out for quite some time, I feel bad for him. A lot of people thought that he had the corona. It's not the case. He's free of that, but this is almost worse. The Tigers are now 5-3 after getting a huge performance from Spencer Turnbull as they flipped the lineup a couple times to score 7 runs against Luis Castillo and the Reds. So the Tigers are playing good baseball, the Giants are playing good baseball, the Reds are underperforming, and the Rangers are disappointing as well. So 2020 just continues to surprise me every single day. Like, what's next?
Here it is. Goes the other way.
Perfect.
And through the hole on the right side. What a piece of hitting there. Oh, he turned on it and sends it into the left field corner. 2. Pops it up.
There you go.
To left. Reyes has got it. And the Tigers.
Anybody home?
Flores, it's a high fly ball to left. Chu is back at the wall. Out of here.
And it's off the plate in, and he goes down and stays inside it.
Got him, and that's the ball game. So the Giants open up this series with a nice win.
If you're a Mets fan, if I say the word pitching, you're probably like, what's that? What's pitching? Aside from Jacob deGrom, I mean, there's not really much happening down there. The Braves versus the Mets game yesterday was an absolute slugfest, and the Mets actually led by 5 runs going into the 6th inning, and then guess what? The Mets bullpen, yikes. Travis d'Arnaud saved the day with 5 RBIs, and then also Dansby Swanson is playing like an MVP. He's breaking out. The dude has 11 RBIs on the season already.
Line drive, right field, a base hit. Here comes Echeverria around third. They're going to wave him. Singles. Line drive into right center field, base hit. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Ozuna to third. d'Arnaud to second. He's coming around third now. The throw.
The Padres versus the Rockies was a crazy game as Kirby Yates was very shaky to end the game. And also Wade Davis, he joins the club, a former elite closer that really wet the bed. And then also the Dodgers, they get their first home run from Mookie Betts, so congrats to him. They get a home run from Corey Seager, who's playing like an MVP. They get that insane throw from right field, but they still lose as Blake Treinen, who had a great 2018, he imploded. And then also, I do want to note, Cody Bellinger has been really bad to start 2020.
Play with the bases loaded.
Walker sends one out to right center. Betts was shaded over there. He can't get it. It gets to the wall. Marte scores. Calhoun is home. Here comes Escobar. Christian Walker, a 3-run double.
Edwin Diaz and the Mets bullpen have not looked great to start the season. We have Kirby Yates looking shaky. Wade Davis gives up yet another lead. We have Blake Treinen blowing leads. I mean, it's just insane what's happening with the bullpens this year. I mean, all of these elite guys, I'll put up a tweet that I actually put out. All of these guys have once had all-time great seasons, and now it just goes to show you that it's really hard to get some of these lineups out. Now, I do also want to note that Trent Grisham is looking like a stud in a Padres uniform, so that trade continues to look great every single day. Now, moving on, this was an amazing game. I was actually able to watch this live, not on MLB TV because it was blacked out. I had to go on Reddit, but Brian Goodwin showed up, and he took on the entire Astros squad. But say what you want about the Astros. I know that we all clown on them. The shirt that I wore yesterday said Houston cheated. I still will give them the benefit of the doubt. They're really good. All right, guys, so we're going to take a break from the recaps to show a few web gems. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below, which one was your favorite? We have Trevor Story versus Nolan Arenado.
And this is going to be a tough play for Nolan. Bare hand to first. Out at first base. Right at Trevor. He's got to go from the seat of his pants to first.
The third pick. And then you got the runner coming in, so I got to throw it over the top of him.
This Kyle Lewis kid for the Mariners is legit. He is insane. Yesterday, he collected his 6th straight game in which he's had multiple hits. And then on top of that, Taijuan Walker and Kyle Seager, they carried the squad. I think Walker had 8 strikeouts and went 7 innings, only allowed 1 hit, no runs, as they beat the A's 5-3. The A's are also another team that are underperforming. So the Angels, even though they lost, the A's are not playing great. The Rangers are not playing great. It's just, they have a lot of room to wiggle with. If you're talking about the Mariners, the Angels, it's a 60-game season. Anything can happen. Top prospect Nick Madrigal made his debut yesterday for the White Sox. He went hitless, but the White Sox, they were able to survive a Royals comeback and win by a score of 3-2. Dallas Keuchel now sits at 2-0. He's going to be super clutch. And then Adam Engel with the 3-run home run. That's all that Keuchel needed for the win. And then also another team that continues to play well, the Orioles. What? They have the same winning percentage as the Rays. The Rays lose their 3rd game in a row as they're torched by a pretty decent Orioles lineup.
And this one's crushed. Kiermaier going back to center field again. Still going back, looking up, and that is gone.
Alberto. Breaking ball hit well, way back. Deep left field, and this ball is gone. 2-2 in the air to left to drive for Engel. Gordon back, track, and the wall, gone! 3-2.
He struck him out downstairs. First strikeout at a big time for Dallas Keuchel.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 again, pulling the string.
Jason Kipnis, Jason Hayward, and Anthony Rizzo lead an offensive charge for the Chicago Cubs as Yu Darvish throws a gem, delivering 6 solid innings versus the Bucks. Did not allow any runs. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the Cubs are playing really well aside from Craig Kimbrell, who is a pinball machine, and also Colin Moran of the Pirates. I do want to shout him out. Even though the Pirates did not win, he hit his 4th home run of the year, and if you guys have not picked him up in fantasy, please go do that because I feel like he's going to break out even more because the Pirates, they're depending on him heavily. Final game from yesterday, this one pains me. The Twins mollywopped the Indians. We did not have a chance from the very first inning. All I have to show you is this home run from Max Kepler. Just listen to it. It sounds like a cannonball. And also, shout out to former Uber driver Randy Dobnak. He shut the Indians down, which is not easy to do.
A drive right center field. Hit very deep and gone into the second deck.
And the pitch, a swing, a fly ball, right center field, deep in the gap. That ball traveling near the wall. It's in play, one ups off the wall.
He delivers. And it's swung on another weak bouncer. Too short.
All right, guys, so before we get into this day in Major League Baseball history, here are your league leaders. We have the offensive leaders. You guys can see all of the leaders in home runs, hits, all that different stuff, batting average. And then here are your pitching leaders. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, slap a like on this one as well as subscribe because we post this series every single day. But now let's get into this day in Major League Baseball history. Hank Aaron, a triple play, a cycle. It's a lot of fun. I hope that the season continues. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I feel a great sense of humility, gratitude, and appreciation for this day and for what it means to me and my family.
Hunters go again. McLemore bangs it easily. 1, 2, 3. Oh, isn't that sweet? The Tigers had the bases loaded, nobody out just a moment ago. And look at that turnabout.
Looper into center for a base hit. Guillen's rounded first. He's going to dig for second. And the throw is not in time. He runs himself into a double. And he's in for the side.